Hi there. I've got good news and bad news. Bad news first. I'm back on these carrot fields where I was a couple of days ago, and I had one of the best days I've ever had. I found Roman coins, I found a Saxon coin, I found loads of other bits and pieces, and I've lost the camera I was using to film with. So I came back today a couple of days later, 4 days later. I was convinced I was going to find it, absolutely convinced I was going to find it roughly where I'd last used it. It's not here, it's not here. I've completely lost all that footage, which is really maddening because in my mind's eye I had a really cool video sorted out. And annoyingly it's in my mind now, and I've been going up and down this field and all I can think about is all that lost footage. It's really infuriating. But I'm sure there's more stuff here. In fact, I know there's more stuff here because I've already found something. I don't know what it is exactly, but it looks old and nice. It may even be keeping with the Saxon and Roman stuff I found here already. I do have footage of that day on my second camera. I'll try and tie a bit of that in, and if it doesn't look good, then I won't bother. And just sort of hopefully just bear with me and we'll have a good day today as well. There's no reason we shouldn't. It's a great field. I'm just really cross. I've just lost it somewhere. It's not at home, it's got to be here. And I can't find it. Anyway, so good news, we found something already, something cool, and there's no reason there shouldn't be more stuff here. Look at all these carrots. If you've watched one of my former videos, I mentioned the amount of waste and the amount of carrots just left. But the good thing is that a lot of them have been eaten or nibbled at by, I don't know, rabbits, hares, deer. So they're not going completely to waste. But I am surprised about how much they leave. Anyway, this may have really cheered me up. Gave a really nice signal, and it is a badge or a brooch. It's just, how old is it? It could be completely modern because I'm looking at the back of it, and where the hinge of the pin looks really new. But mind you, the design of the hinge of the pin hasn't changed much in 2,000 years. So this could be really nice. And if it is, then I won't feel so gloomy, because all I can think about at the moment is my lost phone and all the good things that held on it. Anyway, I'm not going to rub this too much. I don't want to ruin it with this gritty sand, but I'll clean it up, and if it's any good, we'll go straight back to headquarters. I mean, I can see it's a design of sorts on it, but it might just be modern. It really might just be modern. I just don't know. I'm just going to hope, fingers crossed, that it really does cheer me up, this. Hi there. Well, let's have a closer look at this brooch. I put it on the detectinghub.co.uk, and as always, people who know much more about these sort of things than me reckon it is a 2nd century disc brooch, a Roman one. There's not an awful lot to go on. I have tried to clean it up a bit. And I'm sure I can see some sort of design on it. There were plenty of different designs on these sort of brooches, but it is hard to say on this one. And I was worried about the hinge and the pin, or what's left of it, as it looks like it could be made yesterday. It's exactly the same technology as a modern day badge. It sort of does that and it catches on to what would have been there. But the technology really hasn't changed in millennia. It's exactly the same, or pretty close to it. So I'm really pleased with that. Not the most beautiful thing, but nice. And later on in this video, I find this, or I show you this, and this is a Hod Hill type, which again is 1st century, 2nd century AD. A really nice one as well. It's missing its little knop there, and probably something on the head there. But again, lovely brooch. No pin, sadly, but you can see where the catch was. I'm really pleased with that. So those are both 1st, 2nd century, which ties in really nicely to that first Roman coin I found, which is Vespasian. So that's sort of late 1st century ADs, I think sort of 68 to 70, perhaps slightly later. He was after Nero, wasn't he? Perhaps slightly later. And on the back, you can fairly clearly see an eagle with outspread wings. Looks a bit more like a penguin, actually, what's left of it. Standing on a globe of sorts, I think. But again, not the finest coin, but really nice, very tactile thing. So 3 1st, 2nd century Roman bits. Right, see you later. We come back here. Ooh, task. Right, I'm going to try this. We've had stuff off here before. It's quite a good field. Slightly on the dull side. In the foil category, that. But when I was last here, I christened this field, like a lot of people call their fields, Tudor fields, Celtic fields, Roman fields. This was the field of rather lovely buttons because I found so many, and I've just found another really lovely one, and quite early by the look of it, which I'd missed last time. So it's come up trumps on that. I'll show you in a second. Well, that's sounding a bit sparkier with the first spade out. Is it another button? Could be. Sounding like that. The pewter ones make rather a dull sound, don't they, the large ones? Just in the side there. Look, this one's had onions in it. Gosh, they still look quite... That one looks quite tasty still. Well, we're out. Oh, God. It's a shotgun. I'm going to stop doing live digs. We're not getting anything out of them. That's just an old cartridge. But this is absolutely beautiful. And as I said, from the design, it's got that shank, got that stiff shank coming away from the actual button itself. And it's quite sort of crudely made, and I think that is quite early. Really, really nice. Well, here's a bit of bonus footage. I had all the finds from a few days ago in my car, apart from the Saxon Silver Coin. So I'll show them to you. I can't let them go to waste. They were just too good. Here they all are. A really, really lovely Georgian cartwheel penny. A very nice Roman coin, my very first signal, which absolutely amazed me because the last time I was here previously, I hadn't found anything in 3 hours. And the first signal was a really lovely Roman coin. Second signal was the Saxon silver. A good hoop. I love hoops, those who know my videos. One of the best jettons I've ever found. One day I came and found nothing in hours. And today, I think it might be a cartridge. Well, that's a bit different now, isn't it? That's definitely worth digging. Sorry, I had the mic off. You might hear me a bit better now. Well, that's jolly nice. Is it Roman? Nope. I can see a legend around the outside.
It's not, it's a really nice jetton in really good condition. Gosh, what a day. Georgian, Roman, Celtic, medieval, or probably post-medieval. Gosh, I just can't explain it. I don't want to explain it either. Thank God it is like this, quite frankly. And that there are days when we find nothing, and on the same field we find everything. But that is superb. I always say, gosh, it's the best jetton I've ever found. Well, this is close to it. It's beautiful. Wow. Days like this make it all worthwhile. I've had a couple of really lean days that I've filmed and not found anything, or not found enough for a video. And then my expectations were so low today. That's just maybe not such a bad thing. Possibly the best jetton. Look at that. Look at the legend. Absolutely pristine Nuremberg jetton. Then I found another Roman coin. That one's jolly nice too. Well, I think we may have found our second rather grotty Roman coin. It's copper, and I can see a sort of, yeah, a radiate on one side. Actually, that might not be too bad. It's actually, it looks like it's got a beard. I'm getting a bit of detail off this already. And I can see the beginning of a legend, so, well, that's all right as well, isn't it? I don't even want to be in this field. I just wanted to walk up these rubbishy carrots to the next one above, which we'll go to in a minute, because I don't want to not go there. But rather lovely finding all these bits and pieces here. Is it posthumous, perhaps? Brilliant. I mean, what a fantastic day. I promise you, once this video is finished, I will never think about that phone again. It didn't have a SIM card in it or anything. It was just used as a camera. I'm going to erase it from my memory. What do they call it when Roman emperors erased things from memory? What was it? Anyway, I'll remember in a minute when they didn't like the previous emperor or whatever. Geta and Caracalla, for example. Something memoriam. Anyway, I'm going to do that with my phone, and then I promise you I'll never mention it again. Sorry to keep banging on. And then my last signal was this incredible brooch. Part of me thinks that might be Saxon. I don't know why. I haven't researched it yet. Gosh. And then this rather lovely bit of bronze, which I think might be part of a blade. It's got that sort of cross section. And what must be a sort of buckle integral piece of metal strap end. What a lovely day. Anyway, here's that Saxon coin. Well, if you're still with me, thank you very much. We're going to have a look at this. Well, it's a Saxon silver coin. When I found it, my immediate thought was, well, it had to be Celtic. It wasn't Roman. Not a silver coin of that size. So I was obviously extremely excited. But I thought Celtic silver unit. I did at the time think, well, it lacked convexity, whatever. I don't know if it's a given, but all the silver units I've found have been slightly dimpled. And this is not at all. It's absolutely straight. Would you believe it? I found my first Saxon coin. It wasn't a skeet, as it was too late to be a skeet. It was about 1040. It was Harold Harefoot, Harold the First. But this is a skeet. So I finally found my skeet. And I went through my spink. And unless you know roughly where to look, it can take you forever to find out what it is. The Warlock Electus on the detectinghub.co.uk obviously spotted it immediately. And it is one from the R series, in this case R10. And that makes it early Anglo-Saxon 600 to roughly 755 AD. So I'm absolutely, I mean, I was speechless when I found out, and I can't stop looking at it or holding it. They're not very big, these little Saxon coins, but my God, do they pack a punch. And this one's in beautiful condition. I mean, I couldn't ask for more. Tasky, come here. Come on, come here. And I didn't bring Tasky out that time because we're quite close to a road. But look, poor little boy, he's got the cone of shame on because he did something to his ear and he kept on scratching it so much that it started going really manky and nasty. So he's got to wear this and he's looking really sorry for himself. I'll take it off just for the cameras. I take it off. Oh, sorry, Tasgles. I take it off every now and again, but within seconds, if I take my eyes off him, he's and it gets worse again. So anyway, happy Christmas, everyone, from me and him, and we'll be out really soon afterwards, hopefully finding lots more stuff in 2022. So, thank you very much for watching, and have a very happy Christmas, and see you after.